Okay, so we are looking at section 1.6. 1.6 is just multiplying and dividing real numbers. The first 8 problems were just computation, and they start changing up just a little bit. What they want us to do here first is evaluate. So here in this problem, they're telling us this is our expression. They tell us what u is, what v is, and what w is. All we have to do is just replace those variables with those numbers. So now instead, on your calculator, you'll be doing 4 times 2 minus 3 times negative 3, close parentheses, open parentheses, negative 2 times negative 7. So you could just input it in your calculator like that, open parentheses, 4 times 2 minus 3 times negative 3, close parentheses, open parentheses, negative 2 times negative 7, close parentheses. You should get a nice solution of 238. Nice problem, just kind of following what you've been doing with the previous ones, just having to replace variables with the number. Same kind of thing here. They tell you to evaluate the expression. This is an expression because it has mathematical operations like multiplication, subtraction. We see parentheses, and it has variables. And all we're going to do is replace x, y, and z with the numbers that are given right there. So you start out the same way, open parentheses, 1/8 times 7 minus 1/2 times negative 3, followed by close parentheses, just as it shows, followed by a new open parentheses. You have negative 1/5 times your z, which is 8. So another nice problem students usually get wrong quite a bit, but just follow that exact order again, just like you did the previous one. 1/8 times 7 minus 1/2 times negative 3, close parentheses, open parentheses, negative 1/5 times 8, close parentheses. You get a nice solution like negative 19/5. So the last couple we're going to be looking at phrases, and we're going to rewrite them as a numerical expression. So it says here we want to write twice the product of 5 and negative 8 subtracted from negative 18. So remember, just like we've seen before, we see this part and then this word subtracted from, which means this is going to be going at the end. Twice the product. Product means multiplication. Twice means multiplication. So it looks like 5 and negative 8 are being multiplied, and then we're going to twice that. 2 times the product of 5 and negative 8. And that's going to come in the back part because of the word subtracted. So all of that's being subtracted from negative 18. So it looks like our solution here will be B. So once again, twice the product multiplication of 5 and negative 18, subtracted from negative 18. Another one, this one says the product of 13 and, so product we know we're multiplying, so product of 13 and whatever this is. 13 times, now what are they telling us we're doing here? Difference meets subtraction. So 13 times the difference between this, 9 minus negative 5. So that's how your numerical expression would look like, and then you would obviously just simplify that by putting it into your calculator. Here's it says 7/15 of the sum of negative 11 and 94. So 7/15 of the sums, this means here that we're going to be multiplying. This 7/15 of means we're going to be multiplying 7/15 by something. Well, by what? By the sum of negative 11 and negative 94. So it means it's going to be 7/15 times negative 11 plus negative 94. This part says addition, and we see that there. And then obviously just simplify that, put that in your calculator. Here we're talking about product. So it says the product of negative 2/3 and negative 11ths. So we know we're multiplying there. Negative 2/3 times negative 1/11. What are we going to do with this? Divide it by 1/7. So you can see how C is our solution there. Once again, you can just put that in your calculator, just like that, and you should be able to get the solution. And then this last one tells us to write the sentence in symbols, and they want us to use X to represent the number. 11/13 less than a number is 7. So is stands for equal sign. So we know it's going to be equals 7. So right away we know we can eliminate A and B, because that says equals 11/13. This says equals 11/13. 11/3 less than a number. Once again, that's going to be written backwards. Remember, anytime it says less than, difference, it's subtracted from, it's backwards. So 11/13 is being subtracted from some number, and they want us to use X. So it looks like our solution here will be C. So those are some of the problems you'll be seeing on 1.6.